Hello everyone and welcome to Grammar Level 2 Exercise 1. Today we'll be utilizing the notes that we took in the last lesson in order to complete some exercises. So go ahead and take a moment right now, put down the month, the day of the year, Grammar Level 2 Exercise 1 across the top of your page. And then I have 3 sentences for you, A, B, and C. Go ahead and put those on your page. I'll move them up so you can see the entire formatting. You'll notice that I left 5 lines underneath each line. Sentence A, Tom ran the course quickly. Sentence B, Tom quickly ran the course, but clumsily tripped on the finish line. And sentence C, Tom gave Sally the course map, but he himself was lost. Take a minute, pause the video if you need to add down those sentences on your paper. Also, do all of level 1 and all of level 2 as far as you can go. You're going to want to do this in pencil so you can make some changes. Then hit play when you are ready for the answers. Alright, so we're back for the answers of Grammar Level 2, Exercise 1. Over here to the left-hand side, feel free to write that down if you want to. I've just put it here as a reference as we do these 3 exercises today. This is kind of a cheat sheet of the process in which you should work your way through in Level 2. It'll make more sense here in just a second. So here we go. I'm going to begin with parts of speech in Level 1. I'm going to do this in the process that I typically do, so it might not be left to right. I'm going to look for free answers. I know that this is an adjective. The what? The course. That must mean this is a noun. This ends in ly. It must be talking about the verb it is. Quickly ran. This is an adverb. Okay, it's unusual because it's not next to the verb, so it could be better written, but let's see. Tom is a noun, concrete noun, also the subject of the sentence. So I'm just going to pop down here and hit subject because this is the person we are talking about. Ran, there's my verb. I don't have one yet. That's an action verb. I'm going to make note that that's an action verb. It's also, I can pop right down beneath it and put predicate. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put my hooks and lines in here because I already know how to divide this sentence. So I'm going to go here, and that's going to be my predicate. And there's my subject, which means I could draw this line up here right down between Tom and ran. Now, I found the subject, I found the predicate. The next thing I need to do, I've already done. Is it an action verb or a linking verb? If you remember, I said it's an action verb. So now I'm going to look for a direct object. So I say the action verb and ask what? The action verb is ran. Ran what? The course. Now, if I had to choose one of those two things to be the direct object, a thing, only course can be it because it is a noun or a pronoun. So I put do here. Now I'm not done. I also have to ask, to whom or for whom was it ran? Now, if I go back to my notes, looks like this, and I go down to indirect object, which is what I'm looking for now. I know according to my notes it has to be found between the verb and the direct object. The verb and the direct object. So if I go back, I have a verb and a direct object. There is only one word in between those two. Can I have an indirect object that is an adjective? Absolutely not. So I am done with level 2. That sentence is finished. I'm going to scoot this up. Go ahead and pause it if you need to. Okay, now I'm going to take a look. Parts of speech here. Again, I'm going to go for the easy ones first. So I have an adjective here. It's a free answer. The what? The finish. Well, I might need to read the sentence now. I got an adjective here, though. Okay, the what? The course. The course. This must be a noun. All right, ran. That looks like an action verb. Is it something that somebody? Yes. I know it is on several different ways. I also have ly here. Quickly ran. Now the adverb is right next to the verb where it should be. Quickly ran. If I have a verb, I know I have a predicate. So I'm going to put the abbreviation right underneath it right now. Okay, Tom is still going to be a noun. Tom quickly ran the course. Okay, so we're talking about Tom. So it's going to be the subject too. Notice how I'm not doing this in order. I use one thing to answer the other. Clumsily. I see an ly there. Clumsily what? Clumsily tripped. Tripped is a verb. That's interesting. Two verbs in one sentence. Tripped. Tripped what? Tripped on the finish. Over? Under the finish? This is a preposition. Tripped on the finish line. The what? The finish? No, the line. There's my noun. Finish actually is describing the line. So this is an adjective. Interesting. Clumsily tripped. This is going to be an adverb. All right, but or nor for so yet. It is one of the 7 conjunctions. Does it join 2 ideas or 2 words? He ran, but tripped. I got a compound predicate here. This is a conjunction, joining my 2 verbs together. Now I've got my subject predicate set. Do I have another subject? No. Course is attached to noun. Finish line. No, I don't. I have 1 subject and 2 predicates. So I'm going to go out here and put predicate underneath that one. So now what I'm going to do are my hooks and lines. It's a little bit crowded in here, but I'm going to slide in. And there's my subject, my complete subject. We're only talking about Tom. And now I've got this complicated predicate. So I'm going to run that across the predicate. All right, so now I need to follow the procedure again. I've got an action verb, ran. What did he run? Ran what? I say the verb and ask what? Ran what? The course. Course is the noun. There's my direct object. I know that if I have, from the last sentence, an indirect object, that it has to fall between ran and course. So I don't even need to go any further because the only word I have in there is an adjective. Can't be it. But I'm not done yet. I have to go to the other predicate and I have to ask myself, tripped what? Tripped, and now I'm looking for just a word, line. Tripped line. That doesn't make any sense. In order to pull a meaning out of this, I have to say tripped on the line. So I cannot do it in one word. See that? Ran what? The course was what was written, what was run. Tripped. Tripped what? The line was not what was tripped. The person tripped on the finish line. So I can't pull this out. This is a prepositional phrase we'll learn about in level 3, but that's why it doesn't work here. There is no DO over here. There is no IO over here. And because there is no DO here, there is no IO either. E-I-E-I-O. All right, so level 2 is done. Level 1 is done. We're moving on to sentence 3 already. Tom gave Sally the course map, but he himself was lost. Now, this is a ninja level sentence. If you can do this one, you are good to go on level 2 already. So let's do level 1. Let's do the easy ones. The is an adjective. The what? The course. No, the map. There we go. There's my noun, which means course map. Oh, tricky adjective right here. All right. So he, that sounds like a pronoun. Himself. What the heck was that? Was lost, but he himself. Let's leave that. Gave, that looks like a verb, and it looks like an action verb. Sally's going to be a noun. Tom is going to be a noun. All right, now the sentence isn't about Sally. It's only about Tom. Sally is somebody that indirectly receives this action. Okay, so now we're over here, however, we got a pronoun, he, and it's allowed to be a subject. Do I have a predicate over here as well? He himself was lost. That is an equal sign linking verb hiding in there. So that is a verb, and it is a linking verb. Was lost. Lost is describing he, so this is going to be an adjective. But, oh, it's a conjunction. He himself was lost. There's a subject predicate set. Tom gave. We have two subject predicate sets, which makes this a conjunction. All right, so what about himself? If you go back in your notes for pronouns, you're going to see that this is an intensifying pronoun. He, himself. It stresses that he was lost. He was the one that was lost. So this is actually a pronoun. All right, that is tricky, tricky, tricky. You would only get that if you went back into your notes into the right spot and found it. All right, so level 2. Well, I can drop down my preds right beneath the verb. All right, and now I got to figure out what's doing each of these predicates. So who gave? Tom gave, so that's going to be my subject. It's who we're talking about. Okay, and who was lost? He was lost. Okay, and now my hook and line is going to look like this, because himself is redefining he. Now I'm going to go here to the predicate. That's my complete predicate. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Notice how the procedure is the same the entire time, no matter if we have an easy sentence or a Grammar Ninja level sentence. Subject, sorry. I need to take that all the way across. Get my complete predicate, gave the course map, all the way to the conjunction that joins the two. All right. So now I need to determine, once again, let me look at the notes here. I have a subject and a predicate set. I find the predicate, I ask, is it linking or is it action? Predicate, okay, so I get gave. Is that linking or action? That is an action verb, so now I need to look for a direct object. I say the verb and ask what? Gave what? He didn't give Sally. He gave, I need a noun or a pronoun, he gave the map. There's my DO. If there is an IO, it has to fall between the verb and the direct object. So now I say Tom gave. Gave what? Gave the map. To whom or for whom is the question to ask there. Sally. Sally is a noun, and Sally falls between gave and map. That's an indirect object. But I am not done yet. I still have a predicate over here to solve. So now I go back to my predicate notes. I have a predicate. I ask, is it linking or is it action? Was is a linking verb. So now I ask myself, was what? Was lost. This is my subject complement. And that is it for Grammar Level 2, Exercise 1. There are your answers again.